In this video, we'll look at the 4 pillars of universal knowledge. There are 4 fundamental areas from where all knowledge emerges. Let's start with one of them, art. Through art, transcendental knowledge can be explained. This has been done throughout history. We can see it in the pyramids of Egypt, or in the esoteric paintings of Leonardo da Vinci, as well as in the symphonies of Beethoven or Mozart. In the same way, we can name thousands of works of art of great importance for humanity that have led to the evolution of culture and philosophical knowledge throughout time. The second pillar of knowledge is science. In science, specific procedures are used to obtain a result and measure it. Self-knowledge is also a scientific process, because when we apply certain techniques and measurements to ourselves, we obtain particular results. We analyze these and continue the process of carrying out further tests until we arrive at pure knowledge. The third pillar of knowledge is philosophy. Philosophy is a wonderful tool for knowledge, which allows us to discover the falsehood of reasoning, to make way for the truth. For example, through philosophy, a person can change their mood. In other words, through knowledge, we can change the way we think, the way we feel, and so we can change the way we act. Imagine a scammer who lives by stealing from people. Do you think that person has peace in their heart? Or are they simply living out a fantasy, getting a buzz from the sensation of being a criminal? That type of unbalanced life only leads to spiritual degeneration. On the other hand, by acting correctly in life, we can feel peace in our heart, and by extension, we make spiritual progress. To be able to act correctly in life, the wise application of philosophy is fundamental. The fourth and last pillar is religion. It may seem strange to you that religion, which has been criticized for dogma, lack of logic, and corruption, is part of universal knowledge. We need to understand that there's a difference between religion as a cosmic principle and religious institutions that are marked by the imperfection of human beings. The word religion comes from the Latin religare, which means to reunite. But reunite with what? To reunite the human being with the divine principle that created us. With self-knowledge, we can discover in a scientific that our nature is a conscious creation of a superior being, whom we may call God, architect of the universe, Allah, etc. There are many names, but the name is not the important thing. What matters is our recognition of this creator. That's why the authentic religion is the one that teaches universal religious principles, which takes us to harmony with the wisdom of our creator. And that is religare, which is enclosed within the etymology of the word religion. These principles are, for example, love, understanding, willpower, inspiration, harmony with nature, harmony with our own body, good mental health, and so on. Spiritual progress is integral to self-knowledge. So you can see that authentic science and authentic religion shouldn't be divorced from one another. Rather, they should be fused together. We need to combine religion with science so that it doesn't become dogmatic and illogical. Similarly, science without religion tends to lose its ethical principles and can spell disaster for humanity. An example of science without religion is the atomic bomb, or the development of chemical weapons. Conclusions. The world today is suffering due to the ego of the human being, the desire for power, the desire to control, the desire for wealth. This has perverted all the systems and has corrupted all of the organizations that society depends on. This is why Gnostic culture is needed. so we can learn how to live, striving for our goals, with abundance but not at the expense of others or nature. Dear friends, we invite you to reflect on this first lesson of self-knowledge, since it's only through practice that we'll obtain the results that we want. Make use of the time you have before the second lesson to analyze these points. Don't waste your time. Remember that time is your very life. Take ownership of the present moment and live it intensely. Don't live in the past or the future. The past is gone and the future is uncertain. The present is the only thing that has value, especially now that the abilities that are hidden within you are awakening. We wish you success with this course and we'll see you in the next video.